With running, it's easy to get caught up in one gear. But if you want to improve that race time, you can help your chances by doing repetitions uphill, quickly. This video is hopefully a good example of one of these sessions. A quick check of the training schedule and it was out the door, into the car and onto the road. Hello, Harry here. With the jog on videos, usually I would take the camera along to perhaps a race, maybe a park run, and I thought what I don't do much of is take video along to a training session. So I wanted to make a video today, and also a few more in the future, around different types of training runs. And alongside that, I can explain some of the theories and the benefits behind these types of training and why we do them. So what is today's session? Well, it's not a pretty one. It's 400-meter hills, 6 of them to be exact. We're going to a trail section where there's quite a long sloping uphill track. The temperature today has been quite hot, but fortunately it's cooled down. We actually went up to 30 degrees Celsius. Now it's dropped to 23.5, so not too bad. So one of the first things I'll do is switch up the shoe. Day to day, I've been walking around in this, a Nike Freerun, very flexible shoe. That's to kind of make sure my foot is engaged throughout the day and it's got a nice bit of toe spread at the front. For this session, I'll then change up to a bouncier, spongier shoe. This is a Hoka Clifton 6 because this session is going to be quite quick. So I really want something that's going to take me over the gravel. I'm not going to have to worry too much about having to pick my way through. I can just bound along and get the session done. So rather than going straight into the efforts, I'll do a 1 mile warm up, and after the efforts are done, I'll do 1 mile warm down. The 1 mile route was a scenic dirt trail that opened up into a wider dust bowl. The terrain varied from gravel to sand, and then I arrived at the location of the session. As you can see, it is a common running route. I'm going to start from the white sign down here and make my way 400 meters up the rolling hill towards the top. So using the watch, I'm going to scout out the route now and measure out 400 meters so I'll know exactly what I'm doing for each effort. So this route starts with a little bit of an incline that gets a bit steeper up here. There's the hill up there up the very top. You can see the trail stretching out before us. It's quite important in these scouting moments where you do the actual length for the first time, you don't freak out too much and think, I can't do this 6 times in a row at pace. No, thank you. You got to see past that and you got to think of the benefits. So getting much closer to the main hill now. Watch out for these potholes. We're at 340 meters and right there is our 400 meter mark. So not bad. That is definitely uphill. On a clear day from here, you can actually see over to London. Right, so what I'll do is mark out the 400 meter mark and then it begins. Rep number 1 began at a decent pace. As I hit the 400 meter mark on rep 2, it was already becoming clear that this was going to be pretty tough in the final few reps. Real lung burner. Bit of a shock to the system, but we'll keep going. Whew. Passing potholes on rep 3, I headed for the top. Oh. Yeah, I'd say, I mean, the legs will catch up with me, but it's the lungs. There's every place for a steadier run during the week, but these harder drills where you jack the heart rate up is it gets your body ready for those high intensity moments in races, but you got to do it for this. It's absolutely beautiful. I'll tell you what, if you can come to a place like this, there probably is somewhere closer than you realize near to where you live compared to a city pavement, then why not? Anyway, I've got some more to do. When you're jogging back down to repeat the repetition, one of the things that happens is you find yourself thinking, this must be the point now, and I remember that bush, and then you realize you're still not there. And it's because you're coming back so much slower than when you ran up it. The speed is so different that you can't quite believe you covered that much distance. You look and you're like, oh, is it down there? Is it around the corner? Surely that's where I started. So I've just reached the halfway point, and considering that was only 3 reps, that one really hurt. Been fairly consistent though, 139, 138, 137. Slow decrease of 1 second each time. I'm not looking to continue that pattern merely to hold it somewhere within that bracket. What you don't want to do is do the first 3 too fast. Hopefully I haven't just done that, and then drop off and be really struggling to hold on to the pace. There is no way to describe reps 4 and 5 other than painful. To give you an idea of the current pace running up this hill, 1 minute and 37 seconds for 400 meters is the equivalent of a 4:03 kilometer or a 6:30 mile.
For context, running a 5k at this pace would give you a time of 20 minutes and 13 seconds. Or, if you held it for as long as a marathon, it's 2 hours, 50 minutes and 37 seconds. Though I would recommend that you try that on the flat. A marathon uphill would not be fun. Rep 5, I possibly pushed a little too hard as I came past the camera. That's not me. That guy.
I was a touch quick that one, it was a 134. Probably partly as a reaction to the 139. I pulled the stops out a little bit too much there, I think. I was really hurting on the last hill. So we've been 139, 138, 137, 139, and then 134. Last one now, one to go.
A brief hello whilst jogging back down for the final effort. And it was time to grit the teeth and hold pace for the final rep.
That final was a 137, so not bad. Somewhere in the middle of those. This last stretch, you probably can't tell from there, but it actually starts to creep up again. And your calves are complaining, and the top of the leg starts to go, oh hello, and then, oh hello, and then your lungs are just screaming. I hope that maybe you can take some kind of information from that, and that it helps you with your own training. Remember, it's not all about going out and just running a certain distance at an even pace. Get out there and do some reps as well. It'll honestly help you whether you're trying to break that parkrun PB, get a fast time for 10k or in a 5k race. This stuff will really help you. It goes without saying that in heat like this, above 20 degrees Celsius, wherever you are, on sandy, dusty trails in the middle of pretty much nowhere, remember to bring some water. This one we actually froze up so that it would stay colder for longer and actually melt over time. That is a really boring jog on health and safety tip. Basically, if it's really hot, take on board some water. Yeah. So with 6 reps of 400 meters done, all that's left to do now, as I said at the start, is to do a 1 mile warm down run. Thank you very much for watching this jog on video. And remember that jog on is not just video, it's also audio. There is a podcast out there, and if you'd like to have a listen, just search the words jog on in any podcast app, whether that be Spotify or Apple Podcasts or any other podcast platform. Thanks for watching. I've been Harry, and this is Jog On. As I was coming back down just then, did you see the sort of bearded guy and his daughter? I'd already just come down past him and I was jogging back down, and he said, "I'll tell you what, mate, you're hardcore." I've never been called hardcore in my life, not with this accent.